Good early morning, people. Today is December the 26th. I believe it's Wednesday, early Wednesday, and the time is 12:49 a.m. Yes, Ghost of the Darkness is back once again this week. I think I was on about a couple days ago, maybe. And as you can see, I am getting ready to drink me a good old cup of coffee. And there I go slurping again. So, you're probably wondering why I'm kind of all dolled up tonight. Um, as you already know, or to my followers, I I don't go around a lot of people. I pretty much stay to myself. Um, uh, and I left a chatting room, and like I was telling y'all before, I go in there and listen to music. We be in there in real time. You can cam up and everything. So, all right, okay. So let's see. What do I want to talk about? Um, I don't really have a specific title. Um, and just to let y'all know, this is not me sharing my story. Starting the next decade. Uh, you remember I told y'all if I start thinking of things, in between me sharing my story, I'll come back on here and you know, and just kind of update y'all what's been going on and things like that. Um, so yeah, I don't really have a specific title. Um, I just something happened today, and let me sit my coffee down here. Yeah, something happened today earlier today, and it kind of caught me off by surprise. Um, my third child, you know, had sent me a friend request, and know how being how I am, I accepted it. But and then she tried to call me. So if you're watching this, Sabrina, uh, I couldn't answer you earlier because I was, I'm not going to say I was busy. It's just that I feel like you're kind of like playing games. Every time I do answer you on Messenger, you end up hanging up before I can even answer. It's like, um, it's like I just heard something over there in the corner. I tell you, it's like this house is always seem like it's always settling in. Like, you know, you'll hear creeping sounds, although there's a basement. I mean, an attic over top of me. So, but I think it was more like the wind I just heard. So if you see me look off to the right or to the left, it's because I had heard something. Um. Anywho, yeah. So I wanted to, kind of address that before I start talking. Yeah. My third child. I did see that you you sent me a friend request. I actually thought you were my friend on Facebook because I don't think I went in and changed any settings. So when you sent the request, I'm like, because I don't think I blocked you or maybe I unfriended you. by accident, but that was kind of weird. Sometimes I do be going into my settings, uh, and I don't know, maybe I be in my settings and I be changing stuff and I don't realize that maybe I'm unfriending somebody or something like that. If y'all notice, I got my little Christmas lights. They're like beaming on my wall in the background. So if you see something, like some lights flashing, that's what that is. Uh, you know, my little lights I got on. I can't stand these bare walls sometimes. So, and then if my background, as you can see, that ain't nothing but makeup and jewelry sitting up on top of my shelf, and it's kind of looking, you know, I don't know, kind of a mess in the background. So I thought I would take it's called a Star Night laser, and it's really neat because you can set it, you can you know, set it to give off different lights and things like that. Um, yeah. So anyway, um, so yeah, what I wanted to say about you, Sabrina, contacting me. I really don't know what that's all about. Uh, I've been telling you, um, you know, if you want to be in my life, things like that. I've already been telling you that, we need to do some counseling. Um, I've been telling you, all these things, and it's like, I mean, you could do what you want, but, I'm just trying to make you understand, you know, that, I feel like we need to do that if you want to keep coming around me, I don't know, because, right now, the way I'm feeling, you know, uh, my third child, I shouldn't say this, but I really feel like maybe that you're laughing at me, so to speak. Um, it's like you're not really taking me very serious. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know if you're just being naive about the situation, or I really don't know because, you haven't been around me all that much these past few months. The last time we fell out was back in August the 5th, right, of this year. So that's been what, August, September, October, November, December, and now it's about to go into January. So although we've talked on the phone a few times, we didn't talk much though. It's like I told your other sister, Victoria, I said, if y'all wanna contact me, I mean, I don't mind you contacting me. And we talk on the phone, like I said before. But what I'm saying is, if you wanna try to, I mean, I'm mainly speaking to you, Sabrina, because I know you be coming home every now and then. You'll come back and forth, and sometimes, you'll need a place to stay, and then I'll end up opening my door, and it's always the same stuff. It's like I feel like, I get mistreated by you. Okay. Um, Normally a man will, abuse a woman, though, a man and a woman, when they're going through that, it'd be like a domestic situation. And honestly, Sabrina, that's how I feel how it is, because kids can abuse their parents as well. Just like parents can abuse their kids, or a man abuse their wife or whatever. Well, it's kind of like the same thing. And this is the reason why I wanted to go to counseling with you. This is the reason why, you know, I wanted to do this counseling thing with you a long time ago. It's like I hate to have to sit here on video and share with the whole world how I'm feeling as far as me and you. But, you know, it's not only, the things that I'm going with you. It's like, you remember I told you before, I said, I felt like the family was trying to turn y'all against me. So all these things, you know, that's going on. And I'm going to say this again. Yes, I still feel that some of the family members are putting stuff in your head. You know, I still feel like that's part of the reason why we don't get along. Because I mean, I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to stop right there. I'm going to say that's what I feel. And this is the reason why I tell us to go to counseling, because, like I told you, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a rehab center, because I know you got a problem with alcohol. You know, I'm at the point now where uh, my shirt keeps messing up here. Oh, this top I think is too big for me or something. It's too big. I'm gonna have to move my bra over a little bit. Um, it's like there's so many things, Sabrina, that I want to talk to you about. I remember when we were talking, when we were together on video. Remember when I was in the blue robe, and I watch that all the time. I really do, because like I was saying before, I was trying to figure out why you were so angry. You know, I mean, I really don't believe that, you know, I personally have done something to you to cause you to feel that way, feel so angry and, bitter, because I know that you have a son. I'm sure that's bothering you, because your son is not with you. You know, you don't have a place, you don't have an apartment of your own. Now you're in a situation where you have to beg somebody to, give you a place to stay. And speaking of that, I'm glad I brought that up, because this is another thing I want to tell you, Sabrina. Like I told you before, I said, you remember I told you one day, I said, I'm trying to keep you from drowning. Remember I told you a few months ago, I said the reason why I talk to you like this is because I have been down the same road that you are traveling down. Okay? You know, like I told you before, all the things that you're doing right now, okay, I've already did. And you know what? You know what, Sabrina? Okay? One day you are going to realize that I was right. One day you're probably going to sit there. It ain't probably, it might not happen till 5 or 10 years from now. It might happen when I'm dead and gone. But I guarantee you, when you finally decide to straighten up, get off the drugs and get off the drinking, one day you are going to sit there and you are going to say to yourself, I wish I would have listened to that lady. Which is me, your mother. I wish I would have listened to my estranged mother, because I've done the same thing, Like I said, I got so many things in my mind. I got so many things that I want to still discuss with you. This is the reason why I take time out to talk to you. And you remember I told you in the video where I'm sitting there real calmly? You remember that one? There was two of them that I made, right? Way back in March. You remember those? Remember those videos where I'm just sitting there after I had after you got mad at me for speaking to the Muslim guy the way I did? You remember that, Sabrina? Because it's right here on Facebook. You know, you know. It's just the things that is, all the things. It's like, this is what I really want to talk about. I'm going to be speaking to the public as well, because this is public. I didn't really have a topic, but I know I'm on here sharing my story. Okay? I'm on here sharing my story, and like I told you when I was trying to talk to you in them two videos, I said I'm going to be, if you go back and look at those videos, Sabrina, you're going to see where I said I'm going to be making more videos like this. I said, yes, I am, just like that. I don't know if you caught on to that. And where am I at? Been making the videos ever since I said that. I said that way back in April of this year. You know, you know, just like I told, oh my Lord, hold on, my hands are black from, I got some type of paint on my hands. Good Lord, hold on. I'm gonna have to pause this and clean this off my hands. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, I'm back. I had some rings on and I had painted them. A lot of times I like to paint my rings, and I thought the coating that I put on them, was supposed to seal that in where that wouldn't rub off like that. Anywho, yes, Sabrina, and to whoever else is listening, as far as my, immediate family, my siblings, if this video end up getting leaking out, I do want to say this also before I go on. Sabrina, I know you've noticed that I had changed my name on here. And when you sent me that request like that, I'm like, okay, I don't know if somebody is asking you to friend me so they can watch my videos. I mean, I'm starting to feel this way because you asked me to be your friend and I still haven't talked to you. So I don't know if people are asking you to friend me to so they can watch me, watch my get on my page and watch my profile, because I know, if you could watch me, you can share it. I mean, I really don't care, but I don't know. It's like you sent me the friend request and I still haven't talked to you, and you've been doing this for the past couple months. You'll send me a friend request. I mean, we'll talk for a second over the phone and that's about it. I don't know what's going on. But like I told my family, I'm a 46-year-old woman and I really don't have time for games. You know, I'm on here sharing my story for y'all, for you and my other kids. And if you don't appreciate what I'm doing, okay, if you can't even see slightly why I'm doing this, then something is really wrong. I mean, I'm trying to be sincere of what I'm doing, and I'm doing this publicly, and I'm on cam, because I'm not scared. I'm not scared to show my face. I'm not scared to be seen in public with you or anybody. But that's what I'm getting from you too, Sabrina. I feel that you're ashamed to be seen with me in the public as well. Because when you when you do contact me, you always want to. I mean, it's good to chat messenger, one on one, because right, some things you want to talk about, it's not nobody else's business. But I don't know. I just feel something is telling me that you really don't want to be seen with me in the public eye. You know how I discovered that was when remember the last time he was over here when I was in the blue robe when we were sitting on camera talking, and you were giving me so much hate speech, and you were just it kept insulting me, right? You remember that? And I don't really know where all that was coming from. I don't know if somebody asked you to do that, because Sabrina, I may look stupid, but I'm not plumb dumb, okay? It's like, you came back 2015, and the very first month you were in my house, you started cutting up. You remember? You started bringing weed in my house. You tried to bring alcohol in my house. You remember this? And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, so that's what a reunion is supposed to look like? You know, we hadn't been around each other in years, and like I told you, yes, we are strangers towards one another. And I probably, maybe I made a mistake letting you move in, okay? But like I told you in that other video, naturally a mother would take their kids in. Did I have to do it? Nope. Because see, Sabrina, you are grown now. Just like my other kids, just like you, Victoria. I don't know if you're going to see this video clip. Just like you, Donald, just like you, Trina, I don't have to do nothing but stay black and die. Okay? I didn't have to move you in my house back in 2015. Just like you, Donald, when you came over, you stayed with me a little while. Just like Trina, you did. But it didn't work out because, we had some disagreements. And, back then it was just my house was kind of too small, first of all. Now, my house is big now. You know, Victoria is the only one that never moved in with me. But, and this is also what I want to say too, Sabrina. You're going through some things right now. Now it's gotten worse for you. You know, you didn't lost your apartment. You get these jobs and you can't keep them. You're addicted to alcohol and drugs. You know, you make fun of me because I say when you come to stay with me, Sabrina, or to anybody else for that matter, it don't matter, kids or no kids. You remember I told you, Sabrina, you cannot drink and drug while you stay with me. Because remember I told you also, I said I'm not in the business of helping people that don't want to help themselves. You know, okay? You know, you want to call me stupid and retarded. Remember what you called me? In the last video, you said, Mom, you got mental problems and you're retarded. Did you know, Sabrina, that's hate speech? Yeah, go look it up. Go define hate speech. It's like, I have a disability. You know that I have anxiety issues. But you going to sit on camera in front of the whole world and speak about your mother like that? Like I said, Sabrina, something is really wrong in that brain of yours. Something is really wrong when you told me in the same setting that you get so irritated with me to the point where you want to jump on me. Something is really wrong when your cousin, remember I told you that? Something is really wrong when you applauded your cousin for wanting to jump on me. And then you had a nerve to go stay with her. You had a nerve to go hang out with her, just like you're doing right now. It's like, I don't know. Is it me? Because all I know is, let's see here. The only time I think something like that happens, you know, like you're my daughter, right? You're my blood daughter. No, I didn't raise you, whatever. But let's take out all that. I didn't raise you, whatever. Because that's in the past, but you still been coming around me, right? Off and on. You know, let's just flip this for a minute. If somebody in the family or a stranger or somebody on the street wanted to jump you, Sabrina, and bring harm to you over bullshit, would I hang around those people? Would I move in with them and still go around you like everything is everything and keep, go around you, but I'm living with the folks that try to jump you. You don't see anything wrong with that. You know, something ain't right. Something is really wrong with that picture. There is no way. I'm saying, everybody's different, but there is no way I would hang around those people or move in with them. I I don't care. I don't care how desperate I am, and I don't care if I need a place to stay. Because there's, you know, and that's another thing. You could have been right here staying with me. I'm gonna also bring this up too, Sabrina. And I don't care anymore. You can get upset with me all you want. Because ever since you've been coming around me 2015, guess what? I've tried to what? I've tried to help you. I never tried to hurt you. Every time you go around them people, you end up getting locked up. You end up losing your place. But when you stay here with me, none of those things happen. The only thing happens is I have to deal with your attitude, your nasty attitude towards me. But it's real funny how when you around them, the ones that you claim you love so much, and the ones you claim to have your back, look what's going. Look at your life right now. I was trying to ask you to look at your life months ago. I told you, all you got to do is step outside yourself and take a look at what is going on around you. And this is the reason why I say you are naive. Uh, Another thing I want to address too, you remember you said, well, Mom, you called me slow when I was talking to that nasty friend of yours, the Muslim dude. Sabrina, just like I was making fun when I don't know if you've seen the other clip where I was, I had some writings on the video, but I'm going to say it again. What I meant to say was, you are naive, and you need to go look that word up as well. The definition of naive. I was so upset that day when I was talking to the Muslim dude. I had it in my mind, but I couldn't get that word out. It's like you are slow when it comes to that. You had in there to say, well, Mom, how do you think that was helping me out when, you know, calling me slow? The word I meant to say, first of all, was naive. When I thought about it, I said, no, that was the word I meant to say. But you don't want to listen to me. You call me crazy. What was your words? Mentally ill. Poor child. You 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 are just you need help. You really do, Sabrina. You really do. You know, you're not me. I'm not you. And right now, because you're young and you're so numb and everything, you're not getting this right now. And yes, you do have to learn from your mistakes and things like that, just like I did. But what I've been trying to tell you, Sabrina, you're young though. Like I told you, nobody was around to tell me to straighten up nothing. Grab me by my hand. And I'm gonna also say something else too. You know, all these things that's going on right now, you done lost your place and whatever. And all I had asked you to do, let's talk about that for a second. Let me address something real quick. When you moved in 2015, you remember we went over the rules? I said, Sabrina, you don't have to do nothing but go to work or go to school. Remember I told you, I said you don't have to worry about paying no rent and light and gas and things like that. Only if you feel like you want to contribute. I was trying to really be there for you, like treat you as my daughter. The daughter that you're my daughter. I wasn't trying to treat you like somebody out in the street, see? Because number one, if you were somebody else, oh hell no. They would have to give me rent, give me something on utilities, Wi-Fi, all that. You didn't have to do nothing but just follow the rules. And what was the rules, Sabrina? You remember when we talked, I said as long as you don't drink, you don't bring no weeder in my house, you know, that was pretty much it. And don't bring no strange men and strange company at my house without letting me know. It was like these little things I was asking you not to do, you know, you wasn't for it. Because you wanted to move out, you wanted a party house, and now look where you're at. All that partying, you know, and all that hanging with De'Ara and everything, look where it got you. Now you really struggling, and you could have had a maid staying here. I wasn't asking you to do anything but just respect my house. You know, because I didn't want to see you out there in the street, begging somebody for a place to stay. You but you do need to address the alcohol situation. Yes, you do. But you could have did that a long time ago. You know, you you claim you're doing it now, but then when you sent me the friend request, I got back on your profile, and I guess you didn't went back to drinking, I guess, because I seen some of the little comments you had made on your profile, you know. And I'm gonna say something else too. Like I told you before, when you want to to really stop, when you really want to when you really get in your heart where you want to stop all the drugs and all the drinking. You remember I told you also, Sabrina, I said you cannot go around the same people that's doing the same things you used to do. You just can't do it. I mean, I'm not saying you can't call them up and talk to them on the phone or something like that, but you're not strong enough to go around them people, even your sister, your family. You're not, you need to be around people that is trying to direct you in the right way. That is, you are not going to be able to stop using, hanging with people that are still using. I don't know if people have done it before. I mean, I really don't know. Um, because when I stopped using, I finally sobered up. I had to leave. I had to stay away from all the people that I was hanging with. And that's why, I'm alone today, and I've still been alone because, I can't be around the people. That's common sense though, you know. It's like y'all be making fun of me because I'm sitting over here alone, family and things like that. Listen, I would rather be sitting right here alone doing me instead of going back to what I used to do before 2002, Sabrina. You know, and nobody's even giving me credit for that. You're not even giving me credit for that. That's why I have a story to tell. Because I got a testimony, first of all. I've been sober and clean since 2002. Listen, the NA and AA meetings helped me keep sober as well. But I wasn't going to them NA meetings. I only went to them probably, oh my, I don't even know if I stayed a year in them classes. See, I pretty much, went cold turkey, like from cigarettes and things like that. And I mean, I went to rehab for a month. You know the story on that. But that's kind of going into the next decade of my life. I don't really want to discuss all that right now. Okay, I don't want to defocus myself. But I will say this though: y'all can make fun of me all the fuck you want, because ain't no family of mine. My family left me out for dead. Nobody, okay, did what I'm doing with you. No one did what. The only thing kept me clean, I think I just had that inner, what you call that, inner will. I've been doing this on my own with no type of support, nothing. And so, yes, my story do need to be heard. Because you know what, Sabrina, and to whoever else is listening, this might help somebody else. Yes, I'm sitting over here alone right now, but I'm doing a good hell of a goddamn job of staying clean and sober, and I ain't got nobody around me. I ain't got nobody around me telling me, nothing. I'm doing this all on my own. So this is what I be trying to tell you and anybody else. If somebody like me can do that, I mean, I went to rehab for 30 days, and then I started going to the meetings, but that was it. I didn't have my mom, my sisters, my brothers. I didn't have my uncles, aunts. I didn't have no one around me taking me to church, nothing. They left me out to die, okay? And I've already told you this. This is the reason why I want to share my story. You know? I've been doing all this on my own, alone or not. And that is something a lot of people cannot do. So I must be a strong bitch because I have no one over here helping me stay sober and clean. I've been doing it myself because I wanted to be sober and clean, first of all. First of all, you gotta want it. You know, I didn't go to rehab. When I did go to rehab for 30 days, I didn't go in there because I needed a place to stay. You know, you got people that do that. They'll just go to a halfway house or to rehab because they need somewhere to stay to lay their head. I went in that place because I wanted help. I was serious about it. I wasn't playing no games. And ever since I left that rehab, I've been sober and clean ever since. And Sabrina, you know I am. You done been over here with me in real time. But all you want to do is say, Mom, you get on my nerves. Or Mom, you're mentally retarded. you know, you you know, I confided in you and said, yes, I'm on anxiety meds. And I had to get on anxiety meds to deal with who? You, Sabrina. That's why I started in the first place. Because you was working my nerves. And you had the audacity to sit there on camera and say I was mentally ill when you were the main one that caused me to take other anxiety meds. You had the audacity to speak hate speech to me. You made fun of me because of my disability. That's what hate speech means, Sabrina. I don't know if you knew that. You go look it up. Go look up that. Go define hate speech. Go look it up. This is why I like to do what I do. Because even though, you know, you know, we're into it, and you got your little attitude going on, I'm gonna still try to teach it in the midst of all this. Why I'm upset with you or why you're upset with me. I'ma still keep doing what I do. Because one day, you gonna get this. And you gonna sit there and say to yourself, God damn, I should have listened to her. Or somebody else probably will, tell you. Somebody, you know, I don't know if you talk to anybody else about these type of things. Okay? But when you do straighten up, you're gonna say to yourself, my goodness, I wish I would have listened to these people a long time ago. Sabrina, because you're only 26 years old. Oh, wait a minute, are you 27? I know you just had a birthday. You still have time to get your life in order. You still have time to go back to school, even if it's for a year. You need to get some type of trade. You keep getting these jobs as cashiering. First of all, you have to learn the business. This is the reason why you probably can't stay, because I don't really know. I have a pretty good idea why you can't keep the jobs. And I'm not gonna say it because that's airing out your business. But I know one reason why you can't stay. But the other reason is because you have to have training. And I know some of the jobs train you or whatever, but while you doing that, you still gonna be going to school though. It's like whatever you want to do in life. I mean, if you're not satisfied with that job, the saying, you go to school and learn about what you really want to do. You're going to have some type of training, some type of trade. And you're drinking and all this or whatever. I hope you can, stop, because that ain't where it's at. Like you tell me that ain't it. That ain't where it's at. This ain't that. Remember how you be telling me this ain't that? Well, I'm telling the same words to you. It ain't that, homegirl. You are literally self-medicating yourself. And if you don't do something about it quick in a hurry, you're gonna end up drinking your whole life away. And the next thing you know, you're gonna look up and you're gonna be 40 years old, or 30 years old, 40, 50, and it's gonna be too late. Well, they say it ain't never too late to get education. They say there's people out there my age, 50 years old. I mean, I'm 46, but like they say, people that went back to school at 50 and 60 years old, I guess. It ain't never too late, but you better have something going on, some type of trade before you turn 30 years old, is what I'm saying. Because you're getting up there, you're 26 now. And you still got a chance to make something of yourself. Remember I told you, I said, and a lot of parents will say this, they'll always tell their kids, do better than me. I'm sitting here trying to, excuse me, I'm sitting here trying to, you know, tell you, no, Sabrina, you're going down the wrong way. You need to go back and go this way. I done already told your hard-headed butt that I done already done what you doing. Okay? And then you're going to say, that I'm mentally ill, girlfriend, you need to probably take something as well. I believe you already said that you have ADHD, but you had the audacity to say that I was mentally ill, okay? Yes, I'm getting treated for anxiety, and I'm probably going to have to get treated for the rest of my life, but you also need to take something because you already told me that you get angry, very angry, for almost no reason at all. I done already told you, instead of trying to self-medicate with beer and weed and all that, you can go to the doctor, okay? And they will put you on something, you know? The doctors are there, they're not there to hurt you, they're there to help you. And then the next thing you need to do is get in some meetings, some AA meetings. This is what I was trying to tell you also, Sabrina, when I knew that you had a drinking problem, I had already knew in the way beginning because, your sister and other family members were saying that even De'Ara said that you had a drinking problem before you was over there around the corner from me. Because remember, she said y'all used to get into it and stuff too. But I've been knowing you had a drinking problem. And all I was asking you to do, I was going to give you a place to stay. I said, all you got to do is get out there and try to get yourself to. I said, I would even go to meetings with you. You remember me telling you this, Sabrina? Tell the truth or shame the devil. This is the reason why I named my page this. I said I would go to the meetings with you because first of all, I like going to the NA meetings and AA meetings. I love it because it's really nice because you said you've been to meetings before. I love to go to them. Because you can sit there and be around people that y'all can talk and share. You'll be around somebody that had went through the same thing you went through. You know, and it might touch you some type of way, and it just it helped me. I'm just gonna say they helped me. Not saying they'll help you, but this what you doing ain't that. like you say to me, that ain't where it's at. And this clip is get ready to run into an hour, and I don't want it to run over an hour. It's 58 minutes and 31 seconds already. So, I'm gonna retire off this can, but you know, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know who put the stuff in your head about me or whatever, but this ain't what a reunion is supposed to look like. When we reunited back in 2015, it already started going bad after a month he was in here. I mean, so but I already know why. But I already know why it started going downhill because you got addiction going on, and then you got the ADHD going on too. You know, because you got bad nerves just like I do. And all I was trying to tell you, Sabrina, was go, try to get in to see your doctor. Okay? Just like you say, I got mental illness or I have to take anxiety meds. Girlfriend, it looked like you need to do that. You need to do that as well. I mean, I'm just being honest, you know. You say you're depressed and things like that, you need to get in to see a doctor, you know. But when you hit that rock bottom, you'll come around. You just ain't hit that rock bottom yet. Just like me, I had to hit that rock bottom before I had to realize that that ain't where it was at. And the next thing you know, I got me the right type of help, and I started going to meetings, and all I think I was trying to do was show you, how you can stay clean and sober, you know, but you don't listen to me. So I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, I'm a retire, and hopefully you get it together. To my followers, stay tuned. Stay tuned for Tell the Truth or Shame the Devil Part 3. It'll be coming up soon. I just had to, get on here and talk to my daughter for a minute, you know. And I hope this helped y'all as well too. To my followers, to the people that is following me, because I got one heck of a story. Yes, I do, and it needs to be told. Because I got testimony too, right, people? Got sober and could start. I stopped using drugs. Anyway, I'll get with y'all later. Y'all have a good night, good morning. Happy holidays to y'all. Be safe. Be safe out there. These people is drinking, carrying on, driving all crazy, especially when New Year's. This is the reason why I like to be outside around Christmas or New Year's Eve. I pretty much stay in because I know what people be doing. Y'all be safe.